Once I hit you with that back space, you ain't coming back. No control, on the reach, you give me space. Like time, hit you with that back space, you ain't coming back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Entertainment Curated, the channel where you let us know what we should or shouldn't be playing based on your reactions down below. Today I'm checking out Hotshot Racing, thanks to a viewer on our channel. Back on the Horizon Chase Turbo video, I used my personal account and basically said, is there a better racing game out there other than Horizon Chase Turbo? And the viewer commented, Hotshot Racing. And I'm like, fine, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see if this really stacks up to Horizon Chase Turbo. Now, looking at the setup for this game, it looks to be a different racing game, so it could be just as good, but different, or it could be better. Spoiler alert, I kind of actually know the answer to that question. This is my second time recording this. That's why you can see that I have 129,000. I don't know what happened in the first take of this. It's good to see new tracks, though. At least for me, at least. Anyways, so when I was recording the first time, I finished recording and everything. I'm like, yeah, this is great, cool. And I go back to look at my computer and the recording and realize that the computer tapped out somewhere like the first 5 minutes into it. And it was just like, nah, I'm not even recording anymore. And I'm like, oh, great. And then I tried to record again and it just wouldn't. The computer itself was running, like all the fans were running, so it was running hot. So I realized that I'm just gonna have to do a reset to start everything fresh. So I was liking, in my last video I did, or my first time recording this, I did balanced. And I chose this car, which was okay. It's not bad. I actually won. You saw that I got gold. And then in my second race, I picked the speed from another racer. And that was, I mean, good for speed, but in the long run, I struggled. I honestly struggled for some reason. I want to see, and I thought myself, I'm just like, you know what? I feel like drift and acceleration is going to struggle because they're never going to be able to get ahead. I'm going to see.
Speeding up shouldn't happen slowly.
I'm still going to use the same characters from the recording you didn't see.
You can feel the anticipation here at Boneyard as we get ready to race. Let's race. 3, 2, 1, go!
So I still don't know what the boost mechanic is and how do you get the initial boost at the beginning. Oh, no. That was, I cut that. That was sloppy. Victor. So this game really reminds me of the old arcades that you would see on arcades. There was an arcade growing up near my house called Sports World. The power of fun. That was the tagline for it. And they had their own mascot. That to this day I don't even know what it was. He was blue. I want to guess he was a golf ball. I don't think there's anybody from my city that watches my videos. But if there is, maybe you can tell me what he was. I wanted to say his name was Putt Putt, but Putt Putt is the name of a a purple car from an edutainment game on PC from way back in the day. Putt Putt Goes to the Moon was the game I played. But anyway, Sports World had like their own arcade, they have mini putt, go-karts, a couple attractions, I want to say like 3 or 4, and then a limited water park. At the time, I thought it was decent because I was small. But in my head now, I'm thinking, I'm like, if I was like the size that I am now, it would probably be sad. And maybe that's the reason why Sports World didn't survive, is for kids, you're just like, yes! But for the parents that pay the money, they're just like, no, we'll just go to Canada's Wonderland that's about an hour out from here. And then it's got rides that I can enjoy too. I don't know. That's my guess. I remember when they actually shut it down and they were like auctioning off everything. And they were auctioning it off to the public, if you could believe that. And you could buy go-karts or bumper cars or basically like pieces of rides. It was something that I wish that I'd done, at least on the go-kart side. I was like, that'd be cool to have your own go-kart. Obviously, I don't think you could even drive it around the streets here. Getting like a parking lot and just whipping around, that'd be cool. I can't remember how much the stuff was. They actually had everything posted there. But anyways, that was a little tangent about my life. So they had arcades there, and I've been to other arcades elsewhere. And they had games like Days of Thunder, which is an arcade title. Like an arcade NASCAR. This makes me feel like that because it has the timer on the top and you got to get to the checkpoint. And if you don't get to the checkpoint, the race is over. The other game that it reminds me of is Cruisin' USA or Cruisin' World. I don't know if anybody's had the opportunity to play that. Jeez. You know what always bothers me about racing games? Is I always seem to get itchy when I'm racing. Like my nose right now is killing me. We're gonna keep our last bar of boost right for the end. Right here. Yeah, Cruisin' USA. Cruisin' World, I think, is the second one. They did just actually have a new one. Cruisin'. Which I thought was... I want to say... I want to say a stupidly deployed game. And there's a boost. I think the boost is around 6-7 on revving. But they decided to only put Cruisin' on the Nintendo Switch. So if you are someone that does enjoy Hotshot racing and you have a Switch, I'd pick up Cruisin'. It's got the same nostalgia feeling to it. But I would say Cruisin' USA was the main one that I played a lot growing up. The amount of quarters I put into that machine was insane. Days of Thunder, I only really played when I had friends with me at the arcade, which was never. No, I'm just kidding. Which was not that often. I found that I went to that arcade a lot more with my sister when we were at Sports World Day Camp.
Invented drifting.
Imagine that being a thing. Oh, what do you want to do with your kid this summer? Well, put them in Sports World Day Camp. So what you're saying is you're sending your kid to a theme park where someone's going to watch them? Yep. That's exactly what Sports World Day Camp was. In the morning, I think we would do some type of arts and crafts.
In the lead.
Then we would eat. And the afternoon would be some variation of the park, right? Obviously, it wasn't just like free reign on the park.
Don't test me.
There'd be like one day where you would be in the wave pool. Which I remember the wave pool, it always seemed like a great idea. And once you got to like a fair depth where you were like, I don't know. I almost lost that. A fair depth whether you like you're up to like your chest or halfway up your chest. It was fun. Jumping and the water takes you. But when you go to try to get out or even try to get in, as a child, that thing just smacked you over, slammed you up and over. And the ground. How did Mike, what are you doing here? What type of boost is that? But the bottom of the wave pool was made of concrete. And so you would scratch your knees and your elbows as you try to get out, as the water's beating you down. Not fun. And I felt like they always tried to give you, like, hey, if you're someone that's a casual, here's the one experience. If you're someone that's like an extreme person, here's the one experience. Not knowing the fact that like kids get bored. So even it doesn't matter if you're a casual or an extreme type person. Having like 5 hours on one item, it's a no. So for the water park days, we had the option of the wave pool and one of the standard water slides, and these things called torpedo tubes. I think, honestly, to be honest, I only did the torpedo tubes once. And that might even be a figment of my imagination. I might have felt like I was brave, but didn't actually do it. And maybe I fabricated in my head, like, this is what it would be like if it was, like, something I did. I mean, I can still describe them to you as exactly what they are, whether I did it or not. But they're like a plastic tube. The itchy nose again. Let me get to the end here. So it's a plastic tube. I don't know, but I want to say like 6 foot in length. Maybe a little bit longer, but I mean a little bit longer. And the angle, I would say, is like 85-degree angle. And so you would get to the edge of this and then just push yourself off. But because of the angle of which it was, I don't even think your butt even touched the plastic.
It was about fame, trophies, recognition. It wasn't even about me. Driving is an art form, and art is more than the artist. Who I am is not important. I am merely a vessel, a conductor for what is beautiful. That is all that matters.
It's supposed to be, I guess, Mount Fuji and the cherry blossoms. So each character has their own story that they kind of share with you after the fact of winning. It's kind of cool. Yeah, let's see if we can... Oh, boss is just... I don't know if we can do a hard... Mike is who I used last time, so I might as well, I guess, use him again. It's weird. He talks like when I was playing with him before. He talks like the child is in the car. So his whole thing is, I'm gonna do this for my family, and he talks about there's a child on board. And you're just like, what? I hope not. So that's definitely the boosting. It's funny because the first time I played this, I couldn't figure out the boost mechanic for the life of me, but I think I might have an idea. This car shakes, but drifts very nicely. Got Alexa there. So anyways, so your butt wouldn't touch the plastic. So it'd almost be like you were just dropping off of a high platform into a deep pool. And I was just like, I don't understand this. But as someone that is terrified of heights, that's why I don't think I actually did it, even though I feel like I have. I think I've just seen enough videos since then that kind of illustrate me what it's supposed to be. Most slides that are that nature now, they have a platform that you stand on, and then they hit a button and drop the platform, and then you go. Whereas this one did not have a platform. It was just go, and then you just, you know, put yourself in the tube and hit the water. Whereas the other one, the standard slide, I had found that if you push up on the balls of your feet and your shoulder blades, you actually gain speed. Don't know why. But you did. Which was great. Until you got to the banking turns, where you would fly up one of the sides and realize that they should probably tell kids not to do this, or make it a fully I forgot to say it was a half crescent type slide, but make it a full like tube. Because yeah, like there was a couple times where I was sure enough I was gonna go over the edge. To my doom. Underneath it was just a bunch of like gravel, but that would be after like a 20 to 30 foot drop. I wonder if, because we're playing on hard... Oh, Jesus, bro. Bro, that is not even racing. That was just... Oh, my God. This one is pandemonium. Lexa there, just losing it. Okay. We're not doing place-wise, we're not doing that good. It's a very weird, like, I don't know if you're seeing the slight shake when I switch directions. The question I was going to ask is, I wonder if because we're in hard, are things faster? Doesn't it seem faster to you than when we were playing as Keiko? I don't think it's just the car. What did you say? Did you say something's broken? Oh god! We're not gonna make it. This is our first time getting second. But it is a championship, if I'm correct. So I'm still not in a horrible position. Still in first. It's getting a little bonkers. Which tells me that, like, expert is like crazy speed off the rip. Is this true? Someone let me know in the comments. Is it faster in expert? Because if so, you're gonna want to find. Oh! You're gonna want to find those cars that control really nicely. Is it Alexa? I've seen Alexa up here at the top a lot. I don't even know how you can get cocky, Mike. Honestly. Those chicanes destroy me. Even when I get into first, it's such a brief moment. But honestly, I think this game would be absolutely amazing on a steering wheel. You could feel like what it would be like if you're to be in one of those arcade and you're sitting in that seat and someone smashes into you and it rumbles hard. I mean, they try to convey it through the controller. Like right now I'm playing on an Xbox controller. But it's nothing like sitting in the chair, for sure. And you got the music blaring in your ear. The speakers are right there. There's probably pros in this game. Oh, the one question that I'd love to ask someone that knows is I talk about how like this is, you know, reminds me of Cruising USA or Cruising World, or reminds me of Days of Thunder. And maybe this wasn't out during that era, but did they ultimately make a Hotshot cabinet for arcades? That would be cool to know. Alexa, Okay, we got the final lap here. We got Alexa right down our neck. Trying to use the boost to steady myself. Because this car is a little wobbly. A new Eagle vehicle skin is unlocked. That's cool. We managed to pull out a gold, even though it was a little sketchy on that second race.
I worked so hard to turn my life around, to be someone my family could be proud of. Then, finally, it happened. The best day of my life. The day I first met my daughter. Oh, in the race?
You can fit your
Let's
daughter
just call
inside
that
the
for a
trophy.
second.
Ah, HS for Hotshot. That's cool. So before we dip out of here, I did want to show you guys that the cool thing about this game is they have vehicle mods, like different skins, like customization, all the way down to where was it again? The steering wheel, stuff in the dashboard, some accessories, bobbleheads. So it's cool there, but also they took it a step further and went into characters. And so the characters have different, you know, attire. That first one's pretty cool for Aston. I can understand like someone wanting the last one because, you know, the green, kind of very, you know, DB7, DB9-esque, right? Which I think his racer that you see up there in the top right, I think that's the DB9R. But yeah, really cool. Really cool. Oh, that's cool. He's got a little gradient on his arms. That's cool. So ultimately, is this better than Horizon Chase Turbo? That is the question that we were trying to answer going into this. For me, I say no. But I say that honestly, this racing game is slightly different than Horizon Chase. And within their own right, they're phenomenal games. And I think if you enjoy Horizon Chase Turbo, you should pick this up. If you're definitely like a Cruising World or Days of Thunder, you should pick this up. But furthermore, if you are someone that enjoys Hotshot Racing or any of the other ones I just mentioned, you should also definitely pick up Horizon Chase Turbo. There's also a nostalgia factor on the Horizon Chase Turbo that pulls when I'm listening to the Top Gear music, because that really takes me back to basically one of the first two games that I ever saw in a home environment. And so that kind of might be pulling a little bit here, but I still enjoy Horizon Chase Turbo more. But I'm going to be playing the crap out of this in my spare time to make sure I get all of the achievements and 100% all of this. If you want to see me do more of the racing in this, whether it be expert or the craziness that is all going to come with that, let me know down below. But until next time, whether you guys are online or offline, stay focused, get yours. See ya!